Hello, hello. Welcome to our Brighter Beginnings page and online community. I'm so grateful you're here. I want to welcome all, I think 12 of you, or maybe 16, that have followed our page so far. This delights my soul so much. It creates this really epic, safe, supportive structure to have an online Christ-led energy healing community. And for a while, maybe till I don't need to say it anymore, I don't know. I just give the preamble that when I talk about Christ, I mean him as definitely a master, as an embodiment of God consciousness who physically walked the earth. But I don't necessarily mean through Christianity or through a religion. Of course, that's amazing if you're practicing, following Christianity or any religion, right? I know Christ has a presence in many religions, not just Judeo-Christian religion or necessarily of that time period. I've also read amazing texts that he studied in India. I have kind of my own personal connections with him being in India, and another living master that I'm following now, a disciple of now in this current day and age, 2022. If anybody wants to chat with me about that, you can just send me a private message. That would be like a totally different private conversation. Not necessarily now, but even maybe in the future. So when I talk about Christ-led energy healing, I literally mean that he's in my client sessions. He's often performing, doing healings energetically, spiritually, very powerfully on my clients when we're working together. He's absolutely in this group with us, along with the other presence of other masters, living masters, meaning ones who have reached total God realization, right? And they're showing us what we can do too. They're showing us what's possible, that you can do and I can do, and we're both in process of doing. So this Brighter Beginnings community is absolutely a community, a support place for your spiritual ascension, for your journey into being totally God realized within yourself. And that's something that's entirely between you and God inside, right? That's a path that you're on alone in a sense, but with God. So in total oneness with God on the inside of yourself. It's not something that you need me for. It's just that I happen to be on the path of being very vocal about all this, being a public figure with this, being having a business as a healer, having groups like this free community online, Brighter Beginnings. We also do have a paid membership available, Brighter Beginnings, and I put that link, I think it's linked on this live video. I'll make sure it's in the comments. I think it is linked here. For our paid membership, where I actually lead a full-blown Christ-led and my soul leading energy healing every single Wednesday. So our next meeting for that will be next week, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central Time. I set it up I try to choose a convenient time for people all around the world to be able to be on live with me on Zoom for the energy healing. But of course, if you're not able to be on live every single week, you get the recordings. So you can always watch the recording of that. And that paid membership is currently $5,000 for a full year membership. So you get this amazing support of energy healing, supporting your spiritual ascension, supporting you on all levels every single week for a year. You can also join monthly for $444. So this is for you if you're just right on the brink of wanting to up-level yourself, of wanting quantum upgrades in your being, of wanting your next level of spiritual healing and spiritual awakening, and you want to do that with safe, sacred support, with the support of Christ and in the light of God. That's the only way I do anything in light of God. Then I would just love to have you join. And like I said, that link is there for the paid membership. But you also get lots of epic content here in our free community. Also on Instagram at _brighter_beginnings_. So find me on all the platforms. But mainly wanted to come on here live today and welcome you in. And please introduce yourself below in the comments. The main purpose here is for you to unfurl spiritually and energetically through your body into being more and more and more of yourself, more and more and more of your own soul's greatness. Also for you to experience any healing that you need on any level through your body, through your chakra system, and through your energy field, and for deepening union and embodiment of Christ consciousness. That's one specific thing that my soul helps people with, which is essentially sacred union on all levels. That's what Christ and Mary Magdalene were embodying and teaching when they were in human form, and it's absolutely still the work that they're doing through me and through millions of others, probably you as well, on the planet. So this is all about embodying sacred union. And the more you embody Christ consciousness, sacred union, the more relaxed you feel in yourself, the more safe you feel in yourself, the more you'll literally experience union in your relationship, in your marriage, or in a future relationship or marriage if you're calling that in for yourself. Also just sacred union with God, sacred union with life, sacred union with business, sacred union with money. We also help people with that. So as you embody sacred union, which is always the purpose of our weekly live healing every Wednesday. So again, you're welcome to join if you want to hop in for Wednesday. Would love to have you. We'll be so excited. So embodying sacred union in yourself, and I always see this like blue light of Christ. Like my soul is this blue cosmic ray of Christ consciousness. That's my soul lineage. As you embody this energy, so I'm here to share this with thousands with millions of souls while I'm here in this life, it naturally shifts you, upgrades you, heals you internally to be embodying your own soul's version of sacred union inside yourself, and will naturally do the healings that your brain, body, nervous system, heart, bones, muscles, chakra system, energy field, any shifts or healings or realignments or tunings or upgrades that you need will naturally occur as you come deeper and deeper and deeper into sacred union with your own soul, with God, with Christ consciousness inside yourself, right? So that's what we're doing every single Wednesday. How could you put a price tag on that, right? It's just amazing work, and if you already know, you know, like this is going to be something you've been praying for, something you've been looking for. People tend to love working with me because I'm very, I'm really far into my own healing journey. I've been healing myself for lifetimes. In this life, I've been healing myself for about 12 years now. Been through all the ups and downs of coming into sacred union with God inside myself and with the masters inside myself. I'm still going, obviously, because I'm still here in human form, but yeah, it's still happening. Also embodying sacred union with business and with money, with my husband, eventually with our future kids. We don't have kids yet, but that will, be a part of our reality as well. So I'd love this for you. I'd love to support you further into sacred union in yourself and with all these aspects of love and money and business and with your children and your family. And we also get into really profound levels of ancestry healing. So people, if you don't know this, people carry up to 7 generations back of ancestral patterns, ancestral programs, ancestral trauma. So that's a bulk. That honestly will be probably like 90% of the work that we do in our Brighter Beginnings Christ-led healing every Wednesday is going to be clearing ancestral programming, and all with love and with honor with our parents and grandparents and so on and so forth. But yeah, a lot of those programs, traumas, are what hold people back in their life, and with love and with business. Also childhood experiences or any levels of childhood trauma or abuse or neglect, or just like your needs weren't met, right? All those levels of healing also, my soul goes super deep into that. I've healed all those levels in myself and continue to when stuff comes up, but I help people very deeply with healing from childhood trauma, abuse, or it doesn't even necessarily have to be like really obvious forms of trauma or abuse, but just like wherever your needs weren't met, or wherever you weren't heard, or wherever you weren't allowed to just be fully yourself. We basically get you like souped up and seen and understood and heard and like loved, and so you can just totally flourish and blossom as the real you, because honestly that inner child needs to be literally seen, felt, understood, heard, validated. This is some of the deepest work I do with people, so that she or he or any gender can just flourish, right? Can finally feel safe to bloom and flourish in your life, in every area of life. So again, that's invaluable. You can't put a price on that, but I've tried. There's a monthly option or a full year membership option for Brighter Beginnings. So a lot of childhood healing, a lot of inner child healing happens in my containers. I also do have high-level mentorship available. If anyone is just eager and ready to jump into one-to-one healing with me, just reach out, just send a message. We can always do that too. I'm probably going to create like an extra add-on just for this group if people want to add on like 10 sessions or something. I'd be happy to create that for you, so just send me a message. So yeah, along with the really profound inner child validation that we do, that's really what it is, like being seen and heard and validated at that inner child level. Fuck, oh, I almost just swore. I really want to swear. Effing changes your life. It does. It just effing changes your life. It opens you up. You blossom. It has to happen on that inner child level. Big priority of my work. Also ancestral level healing, so clearing of outdated ancestor traumas, programs, mind stuff, conditioning, money patterns, business patterns, disease patterns, pain patterns, emotional stress patterns. A lot of times, so like here in St. Paul, Minnesota, I also see clients in person, and a lot of the stuff I've been helping men and women with lately is understanding that they do not need to carry they don't need to carry emotions the same way that their dad carried emotions, or they don't need to carry emotions the same way their mom or their grandparents or so on and so forth carried emotions. You actually don't need to carry emotions in your body at all. And most of us were not raised that way. We don't know that. There's no fault here. There's no blame. It's just like, wow, did you realize that? You just get to be an epic, overflowing being of God's creation. Like, creation creating. That's honestly what embodying God means. It's not that God is up there on high and separate from you and you're trying to prove yourself worthy, or you're trying to repent your sins and you're trying to, one day hopefully be good enough to get into heaven. And if you believe those things, I'm not making that bad. I'm just saying that it's actually about being a creation of God. It's actually about embodying and being the creation creating, being creative energy in the form of a human being. That's the best way to worship God. That's literally what a life of devotion to God is you're totally souped up inside, you're open inside, your kundalini flow is flowing. Your sensual or sexual creative energy, by the way, is the same thing as the God flow. That's creative flow. Think about it. Like the magic that happens between feminine, masculine forms that creates a baby, creates new life, is the creative flow of God. That's what conception is, okay? There's two purposes behind sacred sexual energy. It's to create new life, and it's also to birth you. It's also to birth your sacred form as a human being, which is fun, which is magic, which is flow, which is, money flow coming in, which is divine connections, which is divine union, which is the flow of creation. You're meant to be a flow of creation. That's when you feel the happiest, the most fulfilled, the most full, the most your cup runneth over in happiness and joy and abundance. You are a flow of God through body. You are a flow of the God force through your body. That is your most epic expression of you. Now my internet is spiking a little bit because of the frequency, I'm sure. So if you'd love to join us for our weekly live Zoom sessions for you to just open up that flow, your own creative flow, enhances every area of your life, living sacred union on all levels, healing whatever healing you need through your brain, body, heart, mind, nervous system, chakra system, energy field, ancestor levels, inner child, all of it. All of it. Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Central, world clock friendly. The membership, the recordings, all the material we create there is yours for life, by the way. So if you join for a year, you're there live with me for a year for these epic Christ-led, God-led, Katie-led also healings. And then they're yours for life, or you can join with the monthly membership as well. So yeah, can't wait to see you all there. Those of you that are eager and ready to join in, you can join today and start with me Wednesday.